When I was 13, my parents rented a drafty old farmhouse next to a sheep farm. I liked living there. I got some pet sheep and a horse I could ride, but my parents were fighting almost non-stop, and eventually my mother left. I ended up staying at the old farmhouse with Dad for another winter, but it was really cold, and we were really poor, and Dad didn't have very much work. And so the next summer we had to pack up and move again. Moved a few miles down the road and took my sheep and the horse as well. But this house was even colder than the last one, and in the winter, the wind literally shook the house as it held over the hilltop. And the next summer, in 1982, we had to pack up and move one more time. This time we went to a small, dingy trailer parked in the back corner of a hayfield. Now, this place would turn out to be the worst place yet. There was no electricity or a septic system. All we had was an outhouse, and there was no running water either. We had to fill buckets with water at Dad's friend Richard's house. We had buckets of water to drink and to do the dishes. I had to get buckets of water to give my animals, and also water to cook and clean with. We also needed water for bathing, and Dad would heat the water up on a camp stove in the trailer so I could wash my hair in the sink. But as summer turned to fall, it quickly got much colder and darker in the trailer, as there was no heat either. So I was studying by lamplight in the evenings. And on some days, the temperature inside the trailer actually fell below freezing. But luckily, Dad's friend Richard and Richard's girlfriend offered me a place to stay. So I packed up my homework and my sleeping bag in a garbage bag, and Dad drove me down to Richard's house. I got a tasty supper, and I could wash my clothes and take a shower. A wonderful, hot shower. And I had somewhere warm to do my homework as well. Then, after that, I would set my sleeping bag out and sleep on the couch. It was so cozy and warm compared to the trailer. But then, over the next few weeks, things with Richard began to change. There were hugs that lasted too long. There were inappropriate comments. And then, one day when Richard and I were in the forest alone,